Dave Scott, Hub Media. Today we're at redapplerides.com down in Port Dover, and I'm with the owner, Phil. Bike tours, what a great idea for Dover.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it, Dave. It's kind of an idea that launched last year. My wife and I have been residents in Port Dover for almost 7 years now, both local Norfolk County residents since we were born. And just what Dover has to offer needs to be presented in a different kind of way, we thought. And this is just a way to connect a lot of local businesses to a lot of these people that are moving into our area right now, and to locals that maybe haven't experienced everything Dover has to offer.
And you were telling me earlier that you and your wife did a bike tour in Chicago, and this is sort of where the idea came from. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We did a couple tours in a few different cities, and Chicago was our favorite. But just we found that the big cities offer these types of tours, and over our research found that it didn't really have the small feel the tour needed. Everything was too big. They were stretching for partnerships. We're in a small local town. Everybody's kind of buddy-buddy, and it really makes sense to create a business like this with each other. So.
And you've went all the way out here. You've got your guides, they got their first aid, they're certified, you got all kinds of training. Show us the back of your shirt. I love the back of your shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got
That's pretty cool.
The top 15 reasons to ride Red Apple Ride tours. So,
excellent,
absolutely.
excellent.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing all this, and you told me about this great tour called the Foodie Tour.
Absolutely.
Walk me through this. I love this.
It's definitely our marquee tour. It goes every Thursday and Saturday nights right now, right here in Port Dover off our launch site. We start here. I think the coolest thing about the bike tour is we're eating before we get on our bikes. So we're partnered locally with Erie Beach Restaurant is our main partner. So every one of our tours actually has a food element to it. But our foodie tour goes to 5 different establishments all across Port Dover. And this includes many different foods that are locally grown, prepared from the lake, from the land, lots of fruits and vegetables, and wine, of course, because the first bottle of wine was actually brewed in 1669 right here in Port Dover for Norfolk County. So
awesome.
There you go. So we talk a little bit about that
So
stuff.
where are some of the stops then? Where are we going to be stopping?
Absolutely. So Erie Beach is one of our stops. We also partner with a few different tours at the Urban Parisian, Clonmel Castle, Frisky Beaver, David's Restaurant. So we're connected with a lot of different businesses around here right now.
That's nice because it's not huge. I mean, that's reasonable. Anybody can do this tour, right?
Absolutely. It's meant for everybody. We just had a gentleman he was 55 years old, and he hadn't been on a bike in 20 years, got on the bike, did one of our trial tours, and just loved it. Had no problems whatsoever. And he thought he couldn't bike 5 kilometers, and it's a little bit further than that, but he was able to do it fine without worry.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Let's talk about the bikes. What kind are they? What sort of make and model are you using here?
So we only have 2 different bikes, and they're both hybrid style. So a mix between a mountain bike and a road bike. Very easy to ride. There's not a lot of gear shifting. We don't have a ton of hills. There's a few around here, but there's enough to manage it. They're low maintenance bikes and something for everybody, and they can size anywhere up to 4'6" for shorter people, and younger up to about 14 years of age, all the way up until your senior years, and somebody who's as tall as 6'7". So yeah.
And we talked about the foodie tour, but you have 3 other ones, right?
Absolutely.
Can you tell us a bit about them?
The partner with the foodie is our lunch and leisure. So it's a kind of condensed version of our foodie tour that runs at the lunch hour on Wednesdays and Sundays. And then we also do a historic hidden gems, which kind of takes you to some hidden spots in Port Dover and just outside of Dover that people generally would not know about. And our last tour is called the Rum Runners of Dover. It's pretty entertaining. It's more of an interactive tour for people, and it talks about the Prohibition era of how influential Port Dover specifically was in smuggling booze right across the lake there to Erie, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
And it's lots of fun, and this is good for corporations. It's fun for families. Like, you've got everybody covered, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, in the tourism industry, they always say don't focus on the local stuff, but we're here to promote local as well. So if we can bring corporate groups in and show off a little bit of what we have, that's great. But one of our rules here at Red Apple Rides with our staff is 1 hour every week, they're volunteering their time to clean up. So garbage picking on the beach, anywhere along our road. So giving back to the community a little bit is extremely important to me. So you'll see us out here in our shirts doing that kind of work as well.
It's awesome. And website, can you give us some information? I know it's on big red here.
Yeah, check out www.redapperides.com, our Facebook page. We're on Twitter and Instagram as well. We're doing a little campaign this year called #SpotBigRed. So as you can see, that's the nickname Big Red. And if you #SpotBigRed, if you see it, get a picture of it with yourself, post it on your online media, and it'll filter to us, and you're automatically entered into a free draw for any of our tours for 2 people.
That's awesome. What a great idea.
Yeah.
I love this. I got to be honest with you. This is a great idea. You and Marie have did a wonderful job bringing this to Port Dover, and thank you for doing this. And if you're in Ontario, get down here, do the tour with Phil, and check it all out. The foodie tour, I know a lot of those places. It's
Yeah,
going to be great.
Absolutely. And we do private tours too. So we do these general tours, but if you have a group of 8 or more, we customize a tour for you. So we're in a truck, so we can be movable a little bit around Norfolk County right now. So yeah, these 4 tours we're going to nail down, but if anybody wants to do something custom outside our time frames, we're able to work with you on that too.
And there's the website, folks. So don't forget it. Give Phil a call, get down to Dover, and have some fun on a bike.